Gulf Shores City Schools was formed in 2019, so we're in our 4th year as a school system, which has been a really interesting and great journey because we've really built a school system from the ground up. What I think sets us apart as a school system, and especially for the Green Ribbon Award, is that all the things that we're doing are truly teacher-led. Dr. Harrison and I both agree that teachers should be empowered as leaders, and I think this is a perfect example of meeting with teachers and saying, hey, here's what we'd like to accomplish, now you tell us how to do it.
Another factor that sets us apart is our emphasis on stewardship. It's really important to us that we take care of our environment, but we also teach them to be good stewards of themselves.
I think it's impossible to be a responsible member of society in Gulf Shores without having a keen awareness of the environment and the role it plays and the role we play in its protection.
As a new school system, we had a lot of things to consider. We really wanted to be cognizant of reducing environmental impact and costs. So an example would be buses. As we've started renewing our fleet, we've really paid attention to buses that are very energy efficient. We've reduced the carbon impact by over 89%. We've done simple things like as we replace water fountains, we make them bottle filling stations. So you'll go in Gulf Shores Elementary and see every kid carrying a water bottle instead of plastic bottles. But really our infrastructure needs was what we needed to focus on the most. And so we did a facility study, and there was a lot of things we could do to improve our efficiency. We were looking for a solution, and Schneider Electric was that solution. We identified over $10 million of infrastructure upgrades that needed to be done. We were guaranteed 33% savings on electricity and utilities. We've added new solar energy capabilities to the campus, and the most popular ones are certainly our solar flowers, watching the flower follow the sun throughout the day.
We've also added a solar tree, we've added solar benches and solar picnic tables, and so students can use these solar benches to charge their cell phones. It's important for us to teach our students how to test the quality of water and for them to think about how they can help improve water quality. And so one of the things we do is our students take a field trip to Little Lagoon and they regularly test water quality to see how it changes over time. They also help grow and harvest oysters to see how oysters can improve water quality.
As a new school system, we are certainly growing. As we do the new construction, we work really closely with our architects to make sure that everything is ENERGY STAR certified, that it meets the upgrades that we've already done. Those classrooms are immediately put on our system where we can monitor energy usage.
We live in a great community. We're near the beach, we're near the lake, we're near the state park, and so we take a lot of local field trips. We were able to purchase bikes for our students. So we have multiple bike barns, we have bikes for all of our students, and so they take biking field trips through the state park, they bike to Lake Shelby. We've also started the first bike train in the state of Alabama, and so this is a way for students to ride a bike with a teacher to school. We also have the Dolphin Walk. The Dolphin Walk is a 2-mile route around our campuses for all of our students, teachers, and the community to use. And so it really encourages all of us to get outside and walk as often as possible. Supporting mental health is really important to us, and we do that in multiple ways. We have hired additional counselors and support staff to help with mental health. We have a mental health coordinator, multiple counselors. We have multiple licensed professional therapists who work with our students. But we also support mental health through physical activity. We give students opportunities to get outside, to walk, to be in nature, to ride their bikes, and of course nutrition is really important to mental health as well. One of the ways that we address environmental and sustainability education is through Science by the Shore. It's about teaching science outside as much as possible, making sure that students have an opportunity to engage with the environment as much as possible, teaching place-based education and supporting our environment. At the elementary school, we have an amazing new STEAM lab, and it has really high ceilings so that students can learn how to code and fly drones. And they also code robots. The walls really of the STEAM lab open up to the outside. So these robots, can start inside and then they go outside. And the outside learning area for the students has a map of Mobile Bay.
We have this program at our middle school and high school called Green Power. And the neat thing about Green Power is kids build electric cars when they start from just parts, and then they race the electric cars. So our green power teams go all over the Southeast racing. Another program that we're really excited about is our aviation program. Talking about building cars, these students are building an airplane. I think one of the things that makes that program unique is the teacher in the program is a female commercial pilot who happened to live in Gulf Shores, and it's attracting males and especially females. The other part of aviation is we teach a curriculum that's developed by the AOPA, which is the Pilots Association. The instructor in that class, Dr. Martinez, just the level of knowledge that he brings to the program is also exciting. But then also the community mentors. So the class takes place at the airport, so our lab is a hangar. When they finish the airplane, students get to go and fly around Gulf Shores, which kind of gives them an overview of, hey, this is the environment we live in. Each of our schools has outdoor gardens, and each grade level has hydroponic stations where they grow vegetables and other plants. And eventually it gets to the high school where hydroponics is amazing.
We grow most of the lettuce that's used in all of our lunchrooms.
The kids will try all of these things because they grew them. They're learning about how we're lowering our carbon footprint by feeding into our culinary program and our lunchroom program as well. This is the system that the hydroponics started out with, was this small system. And so we grew lettuce and herbs initially. Tomatoes are real finicky, so we replanted, and these are doing really well so far. We can grow over 300 heads of lettuce or other plants. Mr. Tuggle's classes plant a lot of starter plants and sell them at the farmer's market. Amanda's classes also plant in different containers in the raised beds out front too, so it's really grown.
The culminating event is our Farm to Table event that we partner with local community leaders, farmers, but it's really student-led. And so we invite the community in to sample the foods that we're growing. It's just really one of the highlights of the year, isn't it?
It is, and so students are studying agriculture, they're learning culinary skills, and they're also learning to be great hosts and hostesses.
Everything that's happening is allowing kids to just get really excited about coming to school. It helps them want to be here. It actually engages them in better learning. The more your hands are in your science projects, the more you can talk about it. When you can talk about something, you can write about it. If you can write about it, you can read it. It makes better students.
Ultimately, we will educate the next generation of citizens in Gulf Shores, and it will just be natural to them to look at our environment and take care of our environment, and I think that's really important.